Hello guys, today I want to use opportunity and talk about National Occupation Code in Canada under the code 6342. This is category skill B and it's a National Occupation Code for tailors, seamstress, dressmakers, etc. I will be reading a little bit about these occupations, so you can understand what are the differences and see if you fit in one of these categories. Before I start, I really want to give a huge thanks to these people because they create something from nothing. They work overtime and they are not enough, they are not appreciated enough. And I really appreciate people who do this job because they have a unique skill set and they make customers really happy. I'm one of them and I cannot explain you how grateful I am for my tailor and my dressmaker. She's a tailor, seamstress and dressmaker all in once. And you know, whenever I'm at any airport in the world, you know, I'm always stopped to ask, oh my God, where did you buy that coat, or where did you get that blouse, you know, because she does these unique pieces for me. She brings my vision to life. So for example, tailors are people who make made to measure garments such as suits, coats, according to customers and clothing manufacturers' specification and fit. They design patterns to fit measurements, mark, cut and sew fabric. Dressmakers make women's garments. They select and modify commercial patterns to customers and clothing manufacturer specification and fit, mark, cut and sew fabric. Furriers, you can guess, they alter, restyle and repair natural fur garments and accessories. Milliner, design, lay out, cut, sew and press fabric, leather and other materials into hats and related accessories. Alterationist, fit, alter and repair garments according to customer requests by hand or using sewing machines. Okay, so these are the difference between these occupations. I just want to do a quick note for furriers. Furriers, they're paid a little bit more because they have to use this special needle, if I understood well, and the special kinds of sewing machines. So even in my country here in Serbia, you know, it's really hard finding a good furrier who will, you know, take in and alter your fur coat, and they charge, you know, they charge a lot. The rest of them, they don't make that much money in Serbia, and that's why I encourage all of you, go check if you can find a job, in Canada. Also, before you start looking for your job in Canada, you have to be prepared for the interview. So sometimes it's really hard for non-native speakers to pass the interview because they don't know what the employer is asking them. So I just prepare a list of a few verbs, you know, that you can go Google, you know, and find their meaning, and then you can practice, you know, to explain what you are doing to a potential employer. So I'm going to read for you the ones I found that are very common. First one is constructing. That means making. So making a new piece or a garment of clothes. A garment means clothes, okay? Altering or modifying. So you're altering something or modifying. That means simply said changing. Repairing. So you're repairing something, okay? So every time you see re in front of the word, that means you're doing something again, right? Assisted in fabric selections. So what does it mean? That means that you're helping customer to choose appropriate material. Another word for material is fabric, okay? So don't get confused. So material, fabric, same. Arrange fittings. Fittings are just like, for example, you have a piece of clothes that you made for your customer and you are gonna invite him or her to come to try it on. If obviously first fitting, there is always some things you need to repair, alter, you know, and then first, second, third fitting, you know, it doesn't matter. Usually I have 2 fittings, you know, with my tailor, and you know, she guesses, she does it very well. So arrange fittings, remember. Restyling, that means you are changing a little bit style, right? You're changing that style a little bit to fit customer constitution, okay? Then you have sewing zippers. That means, like, for example, I have a dress, okay, I don't know if you can see, okay, you can see zipper here. So I have a dress, and then, you know, I want another one, you know, I want a hidden zipper, so I will go to my tailor or my seamstress, and she will change it for me. You know, I will buy it previously, or she will suggest where to buy. Okay, next one will be sewing buttons. So buttons, you know what buttons are? Hooks. Okay, so what are hooks? Those are clothespins. Sometimes, you know, when you are trying the piece of garment, they will like put these clothespins on you to mark the place where they have to do alterations. Okay, when the garment is done, then tailor, seamstress, dressmaker, they iron out creases. Iron, you know what iron is, but the way they do it is immaculate. It's amazing how they do it. So whenever I get my, you know, my dress from my dressmaker, you know, it's perfectly ironed, and I love it. You just hang it in your closet. Okay, so then we have some of the adjectives that you should use during your interview. You should say that you're detail oriented, because for this kind of job, you know, being detail oriented is very important. You pay attention to details. You're very precise. That means you do exactly what customer wants from you, okay? Communication skills. You have a great communication. You can use adjectives such as great, exceptional, extraordinary, highly advanced, okay? So communication skills, that means you can talk to customer and understand what they want, and you know how to listen to their requests. Also here in communication skills, you have to say that you are patient. Patience is required for this type of job. I cannot explain you how many times I went to my dressmaker salon, and you know, she was having these crazy women who would come and argue and yell, but they didn't say anything because they don't know what they want, you know, and then she has to listen to them and be patient and explain them why she cannot make something. You know, we women, we have crazy ideas sometimes in our mind, you know, so I learned to listen to my dressmaker, because I think she knows better than me, even when I'm choosing fabric selection, because I don't know anything about it. All I know is when she tells me, okay, you can do this or that, and then I can Google, or you know, I go on YouTube, I watch the videos, and then, you know, I see what would be you know, what would be better on my you know, body type. Okay, good tailor, seamstress, dressmaker has to have time management skills, so they have to respect the deadline. Okay, then we have problem solving skills. So if you have some let's say a problem with your garment, your seamstress has to be able to solve it. Okay, so these are some of the words that I think are going to be useful when you are making your CV or when you are having an interview with a foreign employer. That's all for today. I want to thank you for your attention, and I want to wish you a blessed and prosperous December, and I hope we will all use this final month of this year to summon up all the experiences, and you know, take a moment and you know, thank God for being alive. Bye.